Guess what? You do not have to be a professional graphic designer in order to make really quality, pretty, and engaging graphics for social media and for your website. And you are going to learn how and why in just a second. Hola chicas, welcome back to this channel. If you are new here, I'm so happy to have you. You're going to learn how to make really quality and simple graphics using the tool called Canva. Now, Canva does have a paid and free option, but guess what? The free option is actually really efficient if you are still on a budget and you cannot invest in the paid version of Canva. What's really cool about Canva is they make it so simple, even if you are not a graphic designer, it's so easy to plug in your branding design, your colors, your style, your fonts. So you're going to go through a quick little breakdown of how to use Canva in this tutorial. You're going to see a walkthrough of some graphic designs so you can get a good idea on how to use this Canva tool more efficiently. We're going to hop onto my computer because it's a lot easier for you to get a good breakdown of exactly what Canva looks like by actually looking at Canva. All right, let's dive in. Okay, so here is what Canva Home will look like when you create your account for free and you log in. This is the home page. And as you can see, there is a ton of different ways you can create content, all the way from presentations to story posts, to Instagram stories, to Instagram posts. There's literally a massive plethora of different types of graphics that you can create. When you scroll down here, you see several designs that have been created here, and a lot of them are pertaining to social media or email marketing and even YouTube, for example. This is an example of, a guest expert series that's done on Instagram Live, and here's basically the cover photo that's been created to go on top of these guest expert live IGTVs. So it's really cool to create this consistency in your video content and in your, social channels and basically in your brand in general. When you have a really consistent color scheme, font, style, it helps your audience really trust you more. And these are examples of some colors pulled from my personal branding. And this is a guest that I had on recently who actually is a brand designer. It's really easy to create these graphics. You have elements here. You can upload images from your desktop to Canva. You can add text here. There's tons of different types of fonts you can choose from. There's even really cool animated fonts here, and a lot of them are free, as you can see. Tons of free available content on Canva, while there is a paid version that allows you to download, really cool PNG photos, or if you do logos, it's really good for that. But all in all, the free version is really helpful. You see here you have different types of font sizes, little body, paragraph text, subheadings, major headings. You can change it up to be whatever you want. And elements here is basically tons of elements. It's photos, it's backgrounds. If you type in here, for example, Instagram, in general, you're going to see Instagram's logo pop up, and these are all free. You can put this on, like I did here for the IGTV. Like you see here for the IGTV, you can put in your little logo here and make it really clear. And what's also cool is when you download this graphic, for example, if you go to download here, it allows you to select how many of these pages you want to download. So let's say you upload a whole different background cover photo here, you change the name of the guest you had, and then you go here and decide you just want to download this one single page. It allows you to select which page you want to download from this whole graphic you've created. There's different types of photo sizes and styles you can download: PNG, JPG, PDF standard. If you want to do some printing from Canva, you can do PDF print. They have this here as well, but that's just for the pro. Even video, GIF. It's really cool how many different types of graphics you can download from Canva. And to be honest, it's actually grown a ton the past few years. Since being first introduced to Canva, this platform has just exploded and become even easier to utilize. So this is one example of a graphic you can make here. It's story fitted in dimensions. So what's awesome about these templates is you can already select the specific type of template you need. You do not have to wonder, okay, how can I figure out the dimensions of an Instagram post or Instagram story? It's already done for you. And if you want to choose from their templates here, some of these are pro, but for example, this one's really nice. It's free, and you can implement your own, messaging and fonts. You can change it up. but it allows you to really customize these graphics while also pulling from different styles maybe you see on the side here that you really do like. So it really makes the process seamless for you. If you want to go back and take away something that you've done, just push the back arrow up here. You can make the size more magnified if you're trying to really get this shaped up and size to be in the center, which I also love. The alignment tools here are so easy to use. You can even go full on, make it full screen here if you want to see the full look of what it will be like. It just makes editing really, really easy and really less intimidating for content creators. So we're going to head back home now. And you're going to see a walkthrough of exactly how one of these graphics was made. So this is an example of an Instagram post graphic that's swipeable. So when this is complete, all of these graphics will be downloaded and saved to this desktop as a specific file. I will, label it here so when it downloads to my desktop, and I'm going to choose to do all 6 pages because all 6 are needed. And you can, even save download settings if you want it to always be transparent or whatever you need. But for this, just is going to be the 6 pages, simple just like it is. All these graphics are with free Canva, and this is an example of a graphic you can make for Instagram that is swipeable, that teaches something. So if you were like a social media coach and you were teaching your audience something about your industry, for example, this is for influencers. This swipeable content now on social media is very attractive and very shareable and savable. So it's a good example of something you can create for your content, for your brand. Again, this is a color that's on brand. All these colors are on brand, consistent with what you'd see on my website, etc. Implement what your color schemes are and what your style is. And again, if you are not clear on that, go to the description area of this video to get somebody who can really help you efficiently with that. So if you scroll down, you're going to see this is magnified. I can make it even bigger to make it easier to edit, but you're going to see exactly, the message that needs to be shared for influencers, some explanation on what it means to wait efficiently and wait intentionally, and, some tips on pitching, what to include when you pitch brands. All these are really useful tips for influencers that need to be remembered. It's definitely recommended that you have not too many different types of fonts. For example, with Pinterest, that's really big to not have multiple different types of fonts on one graphic. Visually, the psychology behind how people operate, if there's too many different fonts, it's kind of confusing and likely overwhelming, where the person will not want to click on the pin or engage as often. So here's just 2 different styled fonts where basically it's a call to action. So this is a consistent final graphic that will be seen in all of these blue background swipeable tip posts that are shared not only on Instagram but also LinkedIn and even Twitter and even on Facebook sometimes. So it does not have to be just one single platform. These graphics are really becoming more popular on different platforms because they are so easy to grasp and consume, and they're very shareable, like we've already talked about. Literally here, what's cool is you can add different effects to fonts. So if you wanted to add animation, you could, but if you want to underline something, bold something, different fonts allow different types of editing. So not every single font gives you the option to bold or italicize or underline. So for example, this word's been bolded. And what's cool is you can add effects. So if you want to do some like shadowing or maybe have none, or you want to intensify the shadow or add some cool other, neon is interesting, it like lights it up if that's your style. You can do curvature. You can do a lot with these effects. And again, this is all for free. So of course, colors here, you can add in your own edited colors if you know your color code, which is something you'll probably memorize the more you get used to using a few select colors throughout your branding, which is kind of funny. Hey, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that big thumbs up and hit subscribe, because that way you can keep getting more amazing content tailored for you. It really helps this channel and helps me out a lot. All right, back to the video. So now that we've gone through this example, let's take a look back at the home page. And Pinterest is a huge, huge, huge platform that Canva works with. So we're going to scroll on through to this example of a Pinterest pin. And Pinterest pins, there's a lot of psychology behind it, like we talked about a second ago. You don't want a ton of different fonts. You want to have your website, make it really clear, easy to read what this is about, appealing to the eye, have the color scheme match what it is you're talking about. So this makes Pinterest graphics really, really easy to create. You can actually publish this straight to Pinterest now, which is really cool. But for this, what is most efficient and that I'd recommend for you is to download this straight to your desktop. Do just the regular pen version. No need to have it transparent. You want to be able to see all of this pen, all of the context. And then Tailwind is the tool that you need to invest in yesterday. You should have invested in this tool, but it's really going to help your Pinterest be organized, consistent, and allow you to gain that momentum there. There's actually a video that's shared on this YouTube channel. If you go to this little link here, I'll pop up a graphic on this screen recording so you can see which YouTube video talks about this, but you can learn some added tips on how to grow on Pinterest, how to get your pins seen and clicked through, but that's a whole other topic for another video. Canva makes Pinterest pins so easy to create. Just so you know, this graphic with this text has some effects here. So you can actually change the background if you have like the shadow effect like this. The background color right now on this shadow for this text is white, but let's say I wanted to make it this color, you totally could. And any of these colors really, but white really pops more on this particular Pinterest pin. But there's a lot of functionality and different edits you can create. You can do blurred look here, kind of blur that background more. You can make it more transparent. You can do whatever you want, to be honest. So another really cool thing you can create with Canva is your media kit or your press kit. You can do resumes. The press kit that you'll see on the MORGANTYNER.com platform was created in Canva. You can even share your graphics with other people, and if you have their email address, it'll actually send them a direct link that they can download and open and actually go onto your Canva on that specific graphic you created, and they can actually co-design something with you. Obviously, there's a trash here. You can move stuff to the trash can if you want to clean out your home page and have it really organized and have all your designs labeled here. Like you'll see these labels, the Twitter style influencer messages. It's all consistency. It's all about consistency, excuse me. And it's really all about ease of accessibility and giving yourself the opportunity to feel confident to create the content that you need to create. There's even slideshows here with course creating slideshows. You know, this is a free training that you'll find on, actually it's linked in the description box down below, a free training on how to connect and make higher paid brand deals even on just Instagram. So lots of cool opportunity here. I hope this tutorial gives you some insight as to what Canva is, some basic ideas on how you can create different graphics, what type of graphics you can create. And if you have any questions, go to the comment section of this video. That's what it's for. We do read the comments and would love to give you any more additional advice or tips that I can. So I'll see you in the next screen recording. So pretty basic, right? When it comes down to it, making really cool, fun, efficient graphics for your business is really doable even if you are not a graphic designer. One final tip, if it's logo design and full-on branding planning that you need, definitely recommend that you invest in somebody who really specializes in that. And I will link for you in the description below a couple people that you can consider if that's something that you need. But if you just need some basic graphics and you are looking to get out some really consistent, pretty easy to create content, Canva is your tool. It's amazing. As you can see, it's good for so many different components, presentations, YouTube thumbnails, Instagram post, Twitter post, you know, even headers on your emails. There are so many different ways you can implement this tool, even for free. Hope this video was super helpful. As always, please hit that big thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. It really helps this channel out and allows you to keep receiving more content that will help you be an incredible online creator. So, thanks for stopping by, and I will see you in the next one. Besos. This is an incredible iced coffee with elderberry that I made recently. You should check it out. Go to this video on my Instagram and get a little reel tutorial on how I made this. So good for the summer.